Hey everybody, welcome back. In this video I'm going to do what I'll call a late blitz strategy. There's a lot of different things you can do in blitz as far as building up from 0 to a higher tier, you know, from the mid tiers to the highest tier that you can be at, and then once you're at that tier, what to do. This video is specifically more when you're in a later tier. You can see there's a little under 2 days left. This is the Vision Blitz. Right now, the type of player I am is I'm trying to push that top 1500 mark. Top 10% I get pretty much every time. I've pushed a couple top 1500s, but mainly because I think a lot of people kind of took a break. So I'm still pretty much a top 10% player. Just to real quick show you the roster. I won't go through this very detailed, but just to give you an idea, you know, my strongest team's about 111. Next one's about an 80, and then it drops down to about a 50-60. And then I've got a couple mid-tier teams that you know, I try to sneak some wins in, like this. And I'm not. This is not meant to tell you like what teams are good. These are just teams I've got that because of where they're at with their builds. You know, like I've got Spider-Man, Black Widow, Wolverine, Vision, and Bullseye on a team. Normally I would never do that, but they just happen to be around that area. I'm trying to build up Black Widow and Vision at the time. You know, obviously I've got a Shield Minions team, and then a couple other of these random teams I might try to use. In this video I won't be showing those. This video I will be only showing my A, B, potentially, well, I will show a C, and then maybe a couple other teams just to try to sneak a win in there. This late type of run does not get me, it does not show a lot of fights. I basically make sure I get my wins from my top 2 teams, and then make sure I stay in tier 7. I can't maintain tier 8 yet. I've been there a couple times. Sometimes I'll get some wins, and then sometimes I'll lose out of it. So right now where I'm at, the last time I played I lost, so I know that I'm at 0 wins for my tier 7 fight. So I bring this team in. I don't use Night Nurse, so it's about this one's 109, and I find a good matchup here. This is, I think you're all used to this. You don't need to. This particular team, I try to find. I don't love any of these. I never really like fighting Thanos. I don't love fighting Hawkeye. None of these are really great. I might end up with this one just because Nebula's kind of just whatever. I don't really like fighting a Kingpin and a Captain America. It's double defense up. Yeah, this is, I don't love these. So I'm just going to let this video go and see what happens. You know, I might lose this. I don't love this matchup, but of the matchups I saw, this is the one that I want the most. I will focus down Crossbones first, and then probably try to go to Daredevil, Wolverine, and then either Thanos or Nebula, depending where each one of them are at. So I always try to go, and they don't have anything that can clear my taunt on this team, so I will taunt immediately here. Sometimes when there's a Yondu or another Captain America, I will not do that. Then obviously through the slow, so it gets as many players as possible. And then I don't care about Thanos' taunt because I know that the AI for Crossbones is terrible and always has a taunt going. Now I'm not going to shield throw because it'll clear the taunt, and I know I can't shield taunt or clear the taunt off of Thanos. And then this should take care of Crossbones. Alright, now luckily I've got my detonate from my Crossbones. Hopefully this a couple more turns here. Hopefully Thanos will clear that taunt. Oh, look at that. Holy crap. He's not expecting that. I should have seen. When I rewatch this, I'm going to see what the level is that Thanos was. He must have been pretty small. That, just so you know, so when I want to point something out, is that was a bad slow. I should have clicked Nebula and slowed her so that it hit all 3. So I just kind of want to point that out, that it's important to pay attention to your positioning of some of your abilities, especially when they're I'm just going to auto through the rest of this, but it's important to understand your where you're attacking certain folks when you're positioning your attacks properly so that your AoEs hit as many people as possible. Sorry about that glitch out there. I'm using a third-party app. So in this, you can see I'm at tier 7, 1 win. So at this point, what I do is I actually go to what I'll call my C or D type teams to see if I can sneak a win in. And my current C team is, get out of there, is Hawkeye, Sorcerer, Electra, Drax, and Winter Soldier. So in this team, I've got a couple clears. I've got some nice single target. I've got some clearing of buffs with Hawkeye and a blind, a heal, and an attack soaker and Drax. So it's not a bad team. I typically try to find a tank in this fight. This one's not too bad. I don't love going against a Yondu. Captain America normally has a pretty decent resist. It's not bad. I don't love going against a Crossbones with this team. I don't want to do that because my team's is not strong enough to take them down. So I'm just thinking through this here for a minute. I could do this one with these three, but I worry about having too many taunts going late, and then these guys just poking me down. So I'm actually going to go with this one, because I don't. When there's a Night Nurse in these PvP matchups, I typically believe that it's I don't want to say an easy win, but a more likely win. So that's why I'm picking this one. We're going to go with Quake first here, so that she doesn't get off her alt. I'm actually going to heal immediately. Normally I wait for another turn to do that, but this is one of my big single target attacks. And then I will taunt with Drax to keep them off. At this point now I've got to try to clear that. So I got lucky there and cleared the taunt immediately, so I can go right back to Quake. And then next I will go to Yondu. They have defense up. And this is kind of an odd move. This might cost me, but I don't want to waste my moves on a defensive up character, so I'm going to go straight for Night Nurse. I hope to get a couple blinds in. I got Yondu, which is nice, but I think he's going to summon next, if I remember right. Yeah, so that blind didn't even do anything, which kind of sucks, and I got to take up there. And then I will go at Yondu again. Gamora. So this is looking pretty good. Still got my, just hopefully get another, see that time it didn't work, so let's hopefully clear it here. Oh, of course. Captain America, you are annoying. That could have turned very quickly there. So luckily he still pulled it out. So there I kind of snuck in a win there with this team. This team is not always guaranteed win, so I get an extra 13,000 points. And then from this point, it's kind of like, well, can I win to get to, my tier 8? Maybe. So what I do here is I'll go to my Shield Minions team. And to me, it's important to set this up right, where you got your trooper set up right in between your security and medic, because that seems to, obviously the security gets the taunts, and the medic sometimes seems to be a target, so your trooper will just shoot at every opportunity possible. So let's find a team here. Don't love Drax matchups, even though there's some minions in there. What I'm thinking through here is this team is a sustained team. There's not a lot of damage, so when there's tanks, especially a tank like Luke Cage and Drax, are going to soak up a lot of damage. Same thing with Crossbones. This team normally doesn't take out a Crossbones. So unfortunately, I'm going to be stuck with one of these two teams. So I'm actually going to just go with this one because there's actually a minion in this. So I'm hoping that minion is a little bit weaker than what a regular hero would be. I'm expecting to lose this match, but it's okay because if I lose, I will still be within tier 7. All right, so let's go ahead and throw that up right away. one of the things I don't love about the game is when a tank taunts and you slow them, it means they're taunted for longer typically. At least that's what I've seen. Actually, that was not the case at all. So I might be off base on that, but that was one of the things I was noticing previously. I'm going at the minion first here. Of course, he's not. Well, I was gonna, but the non-stop taunting, and of course that clears nothing. I'm gonna say no. I need my trooper up, so I'll throw that on the troop. I hope I get a heal. Yeah, there we go. Good job, night nurse, or not night nurse, but medic. Needed. I'm gonna lose my. Probably gonna lose my operative here, and I still don't have anybody down. So this is not looking very good. I'm gonna go ahead and stun that, or maybe not. All right, come on, get my medic going here. 2 more. Jeez, I thought there was less than that. They must have bumped that up. Didn't think it took so long for my medic to heal, but so my operative's probably gonna die here. But it is what it is. All right, now of course he is still taunting. So this is one of the reasons I don't love this team against tanks, because they're weak. They're not gonna, these guys can't sustain so long. There's my security's gone, and that's gonna end up being now it's definitely the fight. I haven't even taken one of them down yet, just because these guys are continually taunting non-stop. Oh, well, there's a revive. Got lucky there. Let's see if he can last for a minute. It's too bad she didn't. That was a screw up on my part. Going too quick. Yeah, that could have been a game changer there if I could have not screwed that up. But I need to get my security healed here. Let's try to get. Let's save that slow. Alright, so why is Electra still? There we go. Hopefully we can get her down. Oh, we might. Oh, God. Of course, she revives and then he taunts. That's just the love of the game. Oh, nice. That was a little luck there. So, let's see how we can do here on these last couple. I'm not really sure. I was gonna say, oh, that's nice. I need that heal for sure. Let's see if we can. So that's why it's important to have that trooper in between these two. I got a stun on Luke Cage, so I'm actually gonna go Drax here. This is starting to swing my direction, I'm thinking. I don't want to use. Oh, he's got a taunt, dang it. I'm not going to use my. I don't love using my strongest abilities when there is a defense up. And I'm not sure that makes any sense, but. Oh, look at that. Now my team, look at this. They're all coming back now. Shield operatives and or the shield minion team 2 OP. So now that was, what, another 5K? And now I've got a chance to get to tier 8. Now I'm going to pick a really weird team to try to get there. But it's a team that I typically win with. Sometimes up here it gets a little bit difficult, but it's one of my lowest level teams. Oops, that's not the order I want. This team can really kind of wreak some havoc depending. But at this low of a level, it's kind of hard because even at, what is that, 40, 30 and another 50, 80 swing in the STP, it's going to be tough to pull off a victory here. I'm trying to find a team without a lot of synergy. I'm kind of thinking this one. I don't love the shield security there, so actually, yes. I take that back. So I was going to go with that team, but I just remembered that I hadn't used this team yet, which is one of my favorite teams. This is my B team. Just the hand sentry stealth, and then the Mordo blinds, the buffs from Kingpin. Now this is a big difference here too, and I don't like to fight tanks with this team. That might not be a bad, but again, Drax I don't love. Yeah, I don't want to fight Yondu. There's a Yondu there too. So 96. Couple single targets. I think I'm going to try this one. It's going to end in a disaster, but we'll see. So you might not get to see that low-level team, but you got to see it for a second. That is, I've posted some videos on that team and just how it's awesome and how I normally count it as a guaranteed win, but this team I like a little bit more than that. So I will, at this point, I'm actually going to see if I can get some blinds out there. Just slows, which is kind of unfortunate. I was hoping to blind that Yondu. It's always nice, but trying to get that Yondu down a little bit so that the Deadpool alt will attack him, but it's not looking that way. It looks like it's going to attack the Drax, which means debating not even using it there. I'm not. I'm gonna wait. That might end up coming back to haunt me, but oh well. Couple tons out. He's still got that damn thing. I still got my evade on. Now these guys will get cleared. Alright, now let's get that Yondu going. And there, luckily I still got it off. Get those guys stealthed again. Let's go at Daredevil. That's one of my concerns here is that Night Nurse, but I've got some. That was well, close to what I wanted, so it's fine. I would have liked to stun Daredevil and blind Wolverine, but you know, such is life. Debated not using that there, but alright, so let's go ahead and not sure where Night Nurse is at with her heals, but I'm just gonna heal block anyway, because I know that it'll work on Wolverine. So this should be a win. So there you go. So this, I wasn't expecting to go to tier 8 here, but you know, the stars kind of aligned a little bit, and I'm going to get this win and jump into tier 8. So I'm actually not going to do another one, unfortunately. What I normally would have done is expected a loss there and then jumped with one of my other teams, but my A and B team, both and C team, have all been used. But had I lost that battle with my lower tier team, I then would have jumped in with this team, won my first tier 7 fight, and then came in with this team and tried to fight to get another block up in the tier 7. And if I would have lost, I would have been like, oh, so what? So at this point, I go to my phone, I go to my timer, and I set it for 1 hour and 57 minutes. So that way I know to do one more blitz before I go to bed. So that's kind of my blitz, I'll call it my late blitz strategy. I hope this helps you. I'd love to be just nonstop winning in tier 8, but I'm not a whale, not a kraken, can't be doing that. So I hope this is helpful for those of you who are trying to get, you know, top 10% and push that top 1500. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more like it, and you know, some walkthroughs and other general strategy type discussions, feel free to click the subscribe button below as well as the like button, and we'll see you guys soon.